free. This is what it feels like. 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 Feels like. Feels like. This is what it feels like. When you're thinking of me, when you're thinking of me. This is what it feels like. To be free, free. This is what it feels like. When you're thinking of me, when you're thinking of me. This is what it feels like. To be free, free. What it looks.
So we're back, you guys. Beyond the 90.
Top of the league.
Yeah, so we might as well get into it. Arsenal's at the top of the league.
It's a great feeling, great momentum. I love that every time I come on the show, I'm talking about Arsenal at the top of the league. So it's been nice.
Enjoy it while it lasts, brother.
That's good. Yeah, you guys what? In the league, you guys won. I think was it what? What was it? I think was it 2-0?
Last game?
Yeah, the last game.
Oh yeah, with the Declan Rice header.
Yeah,
it was a beauty.
Yeah, and then you guys won in Champions League. You guys won. I think it was.
It was 3-0. Yeah.
3-0. Yeah.
And then we got Sunderland on Saturday.
Yeah, you guys are looking good.
Yeah, man, our defense is a great foundation. Honestly, it looks like we're playing FC on semi-pro with how good defensively they are. Like, no one's even taking shots on us. It's kind of insane.
Yeah, I can agree with that. I can definitely agree with that. Your defense is looking quite stout.
But yeah, I'm hoping we keep momentum, get 3 points against Sunderland, and just keep going. I feel like United is doing really well, and honestly, it's exciting to see them catch momentum. Like we talked about before, without any European ball, it's going to be a good season for them. How you feeling about them?
I'm happy about it. Can you say hello? Hello.
Oh. He's like, right before I talk about United, let me show my father skills.
The next United generation coming up. But no. I mean, we're happy. We're excited. I mean, it's a long season, right? I don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves.
Yeah, true.
I mean, I really hate doing the predictions and talking about the future because, you know, it's the hope that kills. But
yeah, that's for sure.
I mean, the hope is there. The foundations you can see a little bit, right? Like you can start to see things happening. You can start to see things. I mean, we're still talking years away. There's still things that have to go out of that club. There's still new things that have to come in, be successful. But, you know, you're starting to see the right attitude, which for me is key right from the beginning. I mean, and this is something that Emery has done everywhere he's gone. He's made big decisions. He's cut players that, you know, you would have never thought he'd let go to bring his own people in. And, you know, tenacious, hardworking, and right mentality is something that he preaches all the time. And you can start to see that a bit on the pitch.
Yeah, it's the United way, you know?
Absolutely. And I think, you know, what is key is I think it's also the Amorim way. Obviously, he goes about it a little bit differently. He has his own style on it. But in order to be successful, you have to have those type of players with the right mentality and the right mindset and the ones that are going to run through a brick wall because otherwise, you know, what are you doing at the top level?
Yeah.
Right.
People,
Y'all got Tottenham next. I'm sure
yeah, I'm
y'all will
excited
take
to see
care of
that.
them.
They've had our number the last couple of years, man. I'm excited to see.
Unfortunately.
Yeah,
Well, I really do like the way United are playing. They're playing. They're seeing every game. It seems like they're getting more and more confident with and comfortable with the playing style
That's
that
true.
Amarim is bringing in. You know, like you can really tell the difference from last. You can definitely tell the difference from last season
and
of
I
how
will
much
say
better they got.
you can tell the difference in the players based on also some of the players that have left. I mean, Rashford is a perfect example. I mean, I think he needed to go for his own good, but
Yeah.
also we needed a separation as well. I thought that was a great call by Emram. He hadn't been doing well in years for us.
And Sancho as well.
Yeah, just a absolute. I
And,
mean, the
and
prick.
speaking of Rashford, I was actually telling someone I was like, how he's playing at Barcelona proved to me that he's not the guy that you can build your team around. I think he's a good supporting player that if he's not like the main focal point, he could get things done. Like
Yeah,
he's like
like
a supporting
at a big
piece.
club, he knows that he's a supporting piece, but
Yeah,
if he wanted to be the build around him, he'd have to go to like Brighton or a small
right.
club, and that's why he did well at Aston Villa. You know,
hmm
he's
I
doing
think
well
he.
at Barcelona, but he doesn't start in there. And if they have everyone fit, he's not going to start.
Yeah, he's not going to start if everybody's fit. The only reason he's starting now is because Rafinha is
Yeah,
still
and it's a
injured.
great
So
option to have, but I don't know.
I think he could have been the guy about. It's definitely 5 years ago, if not 4 years ago. He had that great season with the World Cup, and
Mm.
really, what happened after that is mismanagement. I mean, it really comes down to he could have been the player that we built around. We mismanaged him. The turnover and managers that came around, the opportunity to not build around him based on the Ferris wheel that was going around with the managers, and so I definitely think he's past what you would build a team around. But I agree. I mean, at this point in time, I think he's a great squad player. Probably the best squad player you could have to go into that role, especially at Barcelona at the moment.
You think
yeah,
he's making the England World Cup squad?
Ah, I
nah.
mean, I would say on name alone,
Uh,
I don't think he's
I
starting.
don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
would.
Yeah. If he gets
You,
on the, I don't think he's starting.
what about you? Do you think Tuchel rates him, or do you think, like you said, it's name alone?
That's a great question.
Because I don't know what his relationship is like with him. Like,
I mean, he's
I know
definitely
that he's
seen him.
coached at Chelsea and he's had relationships with other English players as well. But
Yeah. I
Well, I
mean,
mean, during the international, I'm sorry, but I was going to say during the international break when they were playing, was he on the? Did he play for England? Did he play on the squad?
I don't remember hearing him going. So honestly, I don't know.
yeah,
I've had this taste in my mouth with Rashford for a while now, so I can't say. There was once upon a time where I thought he was going to be the next best thing. I mean, when he was 19, 20, 21, he was
yeah,
electric
he was a top
lightning.
level.
They were. It was actually, if you guys remember, it was actually a go head to head with him and Mbappe
Yeah,
at one point.
at one
Yeah,
point, yeah,
yeah.
he was a great big up and coming talent, but again, I think there's a lot of mismanagement there. I think at times he hasn't had the best people around him. Still relatively young if you look at just age in general, right? I mean, still what 26, 20,
Yeah.
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
So I mean, I get it, but at the same time, in football experience, he's a veteran, so he
Oh
can't.
yeah, he's played Champions League. He's been at United,
United. Yep.
and he came up
That's
in the
true.
United rank system, right?
Yeah, I mean, we
hmm
pulled him out at 18 where he made his debut. Well, I think he pulled a double playing as a striker, which he says he
Yeah,
doesn't have to
he scored
play.
2 goals against Arsenal on his debut, bro. It was crazy.
And one of those was a header as well. And I was gonna say Arsenal, but I
Oh
didn't.
wow,
I
his
didn't.
birthday is Halloween. He just turned 28. That's crazy.
Oh, dang.
28. Okay.
That's a cool
Yeah.
birthday to have.
Yeah. Definitely. definitely a little older than I thought he was, but at the same time,
He's been around for a while, though.
yeah. And I might even say past his prime at this point in time.
Yeah, unless he changes his style and becomes one of those. I don't know if he has been him, but if he becomes like a true striker,
Yeah.
then he could probably play for another 3 years at, like I said before, a club like Brighton and be their top striker. And look at what Danny Welbeck's doing. So I'm sure Rashford could make something happen if he really wants to, at least, because he knows that he can't be a left winger who's going to take on these young fullbacks forever. Yeah. So, but he has the technical skill, and, his shot is crazy. He's got one of the best strikes that I've seen in a long time.
Yeah,
I can't even lie about that.
He's got a cool technique,
Yeah.
He's got a different kind of way to shooting, and I think it's cool.
Almost like how Ronaldo has a different type of way.
Right. Yeah. So, I feel like if he wanted to really extend his career, he might have to look into, playing for a team that's going to fight for top half of the Premier League. And
well, I'm hearing he wants to stay. In Barcelona.
Yeah, of course he wants to, because he's probably thinking, damn, the next 3 years of my life, let me try and be here. But it's also like, Barca's always going to pick that young Spanish player over you. You have to remember that no matter, you're not. I mean, there's an 18-year-old who is not even going to be 23 by the time you're done. Like, Yamal won't even be 23 by the time Rashford is kaput,
Yeah.
So,
played in OS somewhere.
Right.
Since we're talking about what do you call it? Barcelona, we might as well get into it. Wasn't they actually drew in Champions League to this week, and also there
were some crazy Champions League scores.
Yeah, I mean, I would give Barcelona this, and I know Jack isn't here, so you can't get his input on it. But their defense is really not.
That young guy who's got the goals and the assists. He was playing at Wolves a couple seasons ago, and he was just mentally not there, obviously, because he has the skill. He literally looked like what Barca would want from an attacking player. He just destroyed them.
I just think their high line, that high line that they do is really not, like, they haven't had a clean sheet all season.
Yeah, it's risky. They definitely play risky.
And that's what they drew with. They drew with. Oh man, let me go take a look in Champions League. Let me see. Hold on, real quick.
Oh, who, Barca?
Yeah. They drew with. Come on, man.
Come on, host. You gotta have these.
He's looking for his.
It's my phone. I don't know why my phone is acting so. My phone is acting retarded. Oh, I can't say that word. I'm so sorry.
Here, I'll look it up. It's Club Brugge.
Appreciate it. Brugge, yes. They drew it 3-3.
I don't know why I forgot about that. That was such a shit.
Yeah, that was a crazy game.
3-3 with Club Brugge is kind of insane.
Yeah. So,
and that's how I felt about Chelsea. Like, Chelsea, I don't even know who was that. It's
Chelsea. They drew with
FC. Like, I've never even heard of that team.
2-2. Yeah, that's a wild one. We might as well go through the scores. I mean, I believe we all watched Champions League. We could start from let's start from
the Liverpool game.
Tuesday. Yeah. Let's start from Liverpool. We can definitely go with that. Liverpool, Real Madrid. Real Madrid, we lost 1-0 to Liverpool.
They were so happy to finally get a win, and to get a win against a team like Madrid.
Well, I know. I mean,
that could have happened to them.
But watching the game, I'm not even going to lie to you. Oh crap, my light. Watching the game, honestly, I'm not going to lie to you. I had anxiety from the time the game started.
Boy, Courtois was. He's
the best keeper in the world. He's the best keeper in the world. That's why I say he's the best keeper in the world.
I agree with that.
Like
his length.
they should have at least put Liverpool.
Reflexes. Whew.
Yeah, they should have at least put at least 4 on us. They
That's
should
what
at
I'm
least put
saying,
4.
man. Them La Liga teams, they be forgetting how to defend or something. I don't know.
No, to be honest, I will say this about Real Madrid. Liverpool weren't afraid of Real Madrid this season.
Nah, because they look at y'all. They look at y'all as a Champions League quote unquote rival because we had finals with y'all and this and that.
But not only that. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, but at the end of the day, to me, it's like historically, obviously, Madrid has it over on Liverpool in Champions League. I think it's just this group of players that feel animosity towards Madrid because, like, you know, Salah, Van Dijk, they were the ones that are still there. But at the end of the day, neither of them did anything against Madrid.
Yeah, but to be honest with you, I think another reason why they weren't really afraid of Real Madrid, we didn't really even create any chances, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
like
Mbappe was all right.
I mean, Bradley locked Vinny up. I'm gonna be honest with you. Bradley locked Vinny up. I'm
telling you. I hate to be so biased, but I just feel like, yes, he's Brazilian. Yes, he's a Madrid player, but I feel like almost every Premier League team has a winger who may not be as fast as Vinny, but that is crazy fast. So it's like Connor Bradley is probably thinking like, this is what I normally play against. A winger whose speed is his dominant attribute. This is what I train against. This is what I play against since I was like 15. So why would he be scared?
Wingers that are actually more physical.
Oh, yeah. And he knows he could get in Vinny's head. Connor Bradley was probably learning Portuguese just to talk to him.
And so after the match, what I'm hearing, I don't know how true it is or not, but from what I'm hearing is that Real Madrid are looking to offload Vinny.
It might be the best thing for the morale of the club, but it's like, I don't know if, like I said, the whole Vinny thing with his agents, are they really going to let him go to Saudi in a year that he's supposed to make the World Cup?
Well, I was hearing rumors about, I don't know how true it is also, but I'm also hearing about PSG too. You know, PSG have the money because
PSG could magically get him if they wanted to, I guess. And they're a Nike team. I hate to say it, but brands really do matter nowadays. They are a Nike team.
That's true.
Because Camavinga,
go ahead.
United.
Camavinga?
Let me tell you
we're not letting go. We're not letting go.
Let me tell you something.
We are not letting go.
One of my dreams is to see Camavinga in the Premier League.
I would take Camavinga yesterday, bro.
Bro, that would be so entertaining. You know what that would do to my Ultimate Team options? Camavinga in the Premier League, boy.
Camavinga, I mean, the fact that we have him back from injury is a blessing because now that we have him playing as a right mid.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Real Madrid scouting because y'all found Camavinga, Tchouaméni, all in the French league pretty much at the same time.
Yep.
And it's just like, yeah.
I mean, they even found younger. I mean, I thought for
and Rodrigo.
And Rodrigo, yeah. Like their scouting is top tier for sure.
Yeah, I'm happy with the scouting that we do because you remember back in the day we only just used to buy players that were already. Yeah.
Who's the best player in Italy? Buy him. Who's the best player in Germany? Get him. Right. Who's the best player in
Exactly.
They were literally playing FIFA, bro.
It was Ultimate Team before Ultimate Team was a thing.
No, seriously, because I remember like when I was young and I would look at because my cousin, he's a big Madrid fan, we would like all sit around trying to find teams that could match up. I'm like, bro, you have Figo and Ronaldo, like Brazilian Ronaldo, Raul, you have Michael Owen. I'm like, bro, I had like Ray Parler and like just got Thierry Henry, and I was like, this is not enough. But yeah, shout out to Madrid as a historical team to show that, you know, you can make football about entertainment because that's what the Galacticos was. It was to get the most entertainment value out of it. And I respect Madrid for that because I think it's a cool concept, you know, because you see it in every other sport. every other sport where there's a dynasty or a lot of heritage, that team is like, we're supposed to have the best players. We're this team or we're that team. So it makes sense.
And to be honest with you, going back to the game, I think we really do. We really desperately need a true number 9. I think we really.
I think it would free up Mbappe a lot.
Yeah, because when I was watching the game, Mbappe, he can't go against Van Dijk and Conte. Like, what's he really going to do going against those two guys? Especially when teams are sitting in a block.
Especially Konate knows him so well too. I swear that's literally Mbappe's weakness. Like French
going
players,
against French defenders.
French players are like, yeah, we know you. And I'm just like, bro, how does he like destroy these? Like when he played Argentina a couple World Cups ago, and he was just like, these guys were trying to butcher him, and he was just gliding through them. But then he goes and plays like Saliba
against Arsenal last season. Last season.
But Saliba was like 20 years old, and he's like just like smiling and taking the ball and sliding him perfectly. And I'm like, yeah, it's got to be something that's mental.
Right. So I mean, looking at Real Madrid, I think we still have some things we need to do. I think we need a striker.
Y'all need a Haaland type. Obviously, you probably can't find another Haaland, but y'all need like a true,
something of that realm,
you know?
Yeah.
But
because
it's
when people are sitting, when people have that low block, and we still want to pass it in between the defense, I don't think that's ever going to work, especially if they're expecting it. But if you have like a true number 9, where you can actually cross the ball and your number 9 can like preoccupy those 2 center backs, that's the best thing that can happen.
That's why I feel like Sesko will eventually come good at United, because people can say what they want, but he's the new age true number 9. You know, he's good in the air, he's good on the ground, he's athletic, he's agile. Like this guy's like what 6'5", and he can do like scorpion kicks and stuff. Like
I think
we didn't see that in our time. Yeah, he can.
I think I've seen him play on the left before. So yeah, I mean
he's a baller.
He's definitely a baller.
He's super quick. 6'5" too.
Yeah. I just think
so I feel like Madrid will look for something like that.
Yeah, eventually. We need something like that. We definitely need
for 120 mil right now.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine the drama if Sesko went to Madrid? He has like a good season, and then Madrid just buys him, ends up on the bench probably.
That would be crazy. And that's why
he's only 24. He's only 24 too.
So he's still young. I don't think a player reaches their prime until they hit about maybe like 26.
And it really just depends on the position as well. I mean, you know, you have some of those positions like a CDM or even like a striker, Ronaldo doing what Ronaldo does right now. Mm-hmm. No one would ever say that they thought he'd still be playing at this high level even when he first went to Saudi.
Yeah, true. You're so right. You're so right. And it's also based on a player's top attribute. If you think about
you say he's 22?
22.
Who, Sesko? Yeah.
Oh, you see,
22.
He hasn't even hit his prime yet.
No, barely out of diapers.
I mean, in context, right?
Pretty much.
Okay, let's go to because we had enough. I've had enough for my team for right now. Let's go to Arsenal. Arsenal, you guys played what you call it? Prague?
Yeah, Slavia Praha. It was a good game. We did well. I was happy to see Max Dowman play. I'm happy for this kid. I'm happy that he's getting opportunities, because realistically, he's so good that if we didn't give him opportunities, he would get them somewhere else. And you know, I wanna see him become an Arsenal legend. I always say this when Arsenal has young English players that come from Haaland. I'm like, stay forever, you know, be part of the history. But besides that, it was a good win, another clean sheet. Like I said, I'm just really impressed with our defense, and I'm looking forward to the Bayern game. A lot of people are giving me a lot of talk about, oh, y'all haven't played no one yet, and when y'all play Bayern, you'll see. And I'm like,
No, I
look,
think you guys
man.
going to be. I think
I'm
you
like,
guys.
look,
You
man.
guys may.
I'm like, Olise is very good, but like, I feel like Timber, he's gonna be perfect matchup for him. And I also feel like Olise is gonna be like, oh shit, I kind of forgot what these Premier League defenders is like.
And
Because it's
Luis
not
Diaz isn't
Bundesliga.
playing. Luis Diaz isn't playing either.
Oh yeah, he got a red card.
Yep.
He got a red card
Because
Perfect.
he literally took Hakimi
Yeah,
out.
Hakimi, that was rough. That's the kind of tackle I got on my foot, bro. When I saw that tackle, I was like, oh no, I had to cover my
But
eyes.
it was his ankle too, though.
Mm-hmm.
They showed it, and his ankle looks really bad. It looks really, really bad.
He's so lucky
I
that
think
he didn't break anything. I'm telling you.
But he's out. He's going to be out for a while, though. They said he's going to be out for a while, though.
Yeah.
So
They were saying he's going to probably miss African Cup of Nations, which would make sense because that's like in 2 months. So.
And speaking of you guys, I do think I think the most Bayern Munich can get out of that match is a draw. To be honest with you.
Yeah, I feel like we're riding too high of a wave, and I feel like Bayern isn't ready for a test like Arsenal, and I can finally say that with confidence. I haven't been able to say that with confidence in like 8 years. So
yeah, because I can't lie, I do rate your Arsenal's defense. You guys have a solid defense.
The best thing about it is that we have defenders that love defending, and that's half of it. Like, you can see it. That's half of the battle.
So, yeah, I definitely see you guys, either you guys winning or the most drawn. Then I know you guys play Bayern Munich next but let's say actually get to Bayern Munich PSG. Bayern Munich beat PSG 2-1. They had a red card. We just talked about it because of Luis Diaz. I would say terrible tackle on Hakimi. But then PSG are also becoming ridden with injury. Right?
Yeah, they sure are. Because Doué's out. Yeah,
Hakimi, Dembele. I think that's just 3 that I know of off the top of my head. I don't know if it's a curse that they won Champions League, they won Ballon d'Or, and now injuries are just taking them out now. But I don't know. What did you guys watch the match? How did you guys feel about that match?
Which one?
PSG.
PSG.
Bayern.
I actually didn't get a chance to watch that one. I was watching somebody else's team lose.
Yeah, we lost. I mean, I'm not even. I can't hate. I mean, they got us. I'm not for the front. Huh?
Real's the worst team in the Premier League right now, bro.
How?
I remember when you texted that, I was like, yo, is he just trying to rage bait Mo?
He is. That's it. That's all he was trying to do. But that all that proves is Liverpool ups their game with certain players, with certain teams that they go against. Because
it's all mental, mate.
Yeah, because they beat Arsenal too, and Arsenal's on top of their league. Of the league.
Look, man, I'm Arsenal diehard, and I love my team. But the only reason Liverpool beat us is because we got a goalkeeper who's like 5'11", and I feel like that free kick against Courtois getting a hand on that
never
free
happened.
kick.
Yeah, never happened.
He might not save it with both hands, but he might push it around the corner.
Yeah.
But I literally looked at Szoboszlai because I sad to say, but I watched that replay probably 10 times, wiping a tear each time. But I look at Szoboszlai's face, and I feel like he looked at the height of Raya during before he took it. He was like, wait a minute, I feel like I'm used to Alisson. I feel like I could probably score from here. Because, bro, I'm telling you.
On top of that, he was so far left, bro. Like,
that's what I mean.
Thought he was gonna. Oh, let me just.
You know what I mean? So it's like Raya thinks he's 6'5". But no, I love him. He's a great goalie. I love the debate we had about the Golden Glove or if it should be for the defense. But like I said, that Liverpool goal was an Anfield miracle, and I've seen them happen there all the time. So That's what it is.
I do find it quite rich that you're going to talk about the only reason why you won is because goalkeeper, yada, yada, yada. Especially when you're talking to me with the
Yeah, I
first game
know.
of the season.
Because I
The
was like,
only
come
reason
on.
why y'all won was some bullshit goalkeeper.
Hey. You know, it's funny because didn't Cunha hit the post in that game too?
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's used to training with normal sized goalies, and then he shot it on Ryan. He was like, "Wait a minute, I didn't even need to put it out that wide." Now let me stop hating on my keeper before we let in like 3 next game or something.
Right,
Be all right with that. Let's keep this rolling.
But look, I'm just saying, like he's very talented. He's a great shot stopper, whatever. But at the end of the day, the main source of a Premier League goalie, at least, is to be able to control corners. Set pieces, bro. Because think about it: if Raya played for another team and Arsenal was doing set pieces, they'd be licking their chops. They'd be like, "Oh my gosh, David Raya, this is great." So that's how I'm thinking to myself, like. But for now, it works, and for now, I'm backing him 100%. But I'll always be honest, and I want a bigger keeper.
At times, he's definitely the weakest link for your defense.
Yeah.
Based on his
and I think that's why your defense has to be as strong as it is because they have to make up for it.
And I think that's why we're so good at set pieces, bro, because in practice, they're just dunking on David Ryan, and we're probably like, yes, this is easy.
But Ryan is a better distributing ball goalkeeper. He's got
No,
great.
he fits the style that Arteta wants, and I respect that for him.
And that's the same thing that he saw at City too before he left City to go to Arsenal. Is that was the whole thing Pep was pushing. I want somebody that can play with their feet far better. I'll sacrifice a little bit of height to have somebody who's comfortable at the feet. And that's I think you went that same route as well. And he's a fantastic shot stopper and really
100%.
doesn't cause too many problems for you guys in the Premier League. I think where you could see some problems is later on in the Champions League. That'll see what we got. And I think that was at the last couple of times you guys have been to the Champions League, ultimately is what did you in as well. A couple of errors that led to goals that maybe a better goalkeeper or a
it really hurts sometimes.
Wouldn't have,
Yeah, because I'm not going to lie to you, because I was having this conversation with Steph. I was like, Ramsdale was really good for y'all. I was like, why is he now on the bench?
Ramsdale got rid of to the Champions League. Don't let anyone have you twisted about that.
Yeah, I was actually quite surprised.
But like you said, it was the distribution that he wanted, and Ramsdale's wasn't. Ramsdale had goalie. No offense to goalies, but he had normal goalkeeper distribution. Like he was a true keeper to where he was. He was tall. He's like 6'3". And I got to see him live at the Southampton game, and I got to watch him warm up. And I'm like, literally, I saw from my seat in the Emirates Stadium, watching Aaron Ramsdale warm up, I could see the difference in height between him and Raya. And I'm like, nah, this is way too obvious. So like, it is what it is, though.
Bro, talking to a short goalkeeper yourself, man, that you pissed me off so bad.
I'm telling you, man, it's bad.
I can't control.
Right.
It definitely.
But it's unfortunate because it's one of those positions. Like if you look at football, it's overall you can be almost any height and play a position well. Even center backs can be 5'10" and play well. You can see strikers that are all different heights. Sometimes a tall striker's not good. Sometimes a short striker's not good. But unfortunately, when it comes to goalie, it's kind of like basketball in a way. It's like, oh, if only he was taller,
You have to be really exceptional as a goalkeeper to really play for a top team.
And to be an exceptional goalkeeper, you have to have a bad defense in front of you, unfortunately. Because if you have a good defense in front of you and your goalkeeper skills aren't that good, you're not going to get to show them. So you're going to look like, no offense to Everton, but that's why Pickford looks so great, because Everton lets in a lot of shots, and I feel like he gets a lot of practice.
That's true.
Well,
that's true.
I never really realized that. I mean, I didn't play in goal until I was a freshman in high school. So that was not. I played out in the field my entire career.
That probably gave you a big advantage, though. over other goalies.
Absolutely. So I was always real quick. I was explosive. There's really, in my prime, there was nobody that had quicker reactions than I did. But it really wasn't until I went to college and I always played on high level teams and I always played up. So I always got to see better experience.
Mm-hmm.
But there is a massive difference from club level to high school, right? There's something like this, but there's a massive difference from high school to college and upper echelon, semi-professional, professional. And
Yeah.
we're talking about one of the best leagues, if not the best league in the world. And the only thing that I realized when I got to college was there's no one here that can outplay me. But I did lose my spot to someone who was just as good as I was.
But he was taller.
But 6'5".
Yeah.
6'4" or 5. I don't remember how tall he is. I'd have to ask Matt. But
because no matter your height, unless you're like a weirdly shaped person, most average humans, their wingspan is a little bit bigger than their height. So if if you're 6'4", that means your wingspan is going to be crazy.
About 7 something. It's going to be like 7 something.
Exactly.
Yeah, so like David Raya is 6 feet tall with cleats on. You can't fool me. He's really 5'11", but
exactly. But hey, big ups to him to be that size and to be able to play in the best league in the world.
But that's the other thing too. When he was at Brentford, I did not rate him. I was like, when we played Brentford, I was like, yes, David Raya, excellent.
Agreed. But you put an excellent goalkeeper in an excellent squad.
Then it works out exactly.
And it's not always about having the best goalkeeper. It's about having the best goalkeeper for your setup and your squad, right? So
right,
true.
And then if he shows up when you need him, it might not be every single game. It might only be maybe once or twice in a game,
Mm-hmm.
But
look at the legendary Madrid teams. The reason Casillas was good was because y'all were so offensively heavy that Casillas was still letting in 5-6 shots because y'all were winning games 5-0, like Figo and Beckham crossing it in. Y'all didn't care who was back there. Your best defender was like Roberto Carlos, and he was playing like left wing most of the game.
and not only that, to be honest, there was one time we had Cannavaro. Cannavaro is not a big defender. Cannavaro is like 5'9" or something like that.
Yeah, and he won the Ballon d'Or, bro. So that just goes to show. That just goes to show, man.
Yeah, so I think you just have to be like, for the people to like say, you know what, we're not going to care about your height. You have to be,
because Casillas wasn't tall.
No, he was like 5. I think he was like what, 5'10" or something.
I think he was 6'1".
Yeah.
Oh, he was 6 foot.
Mm-hmm.
He's smaller than he actually looks. I was surprised at how tall he actually was.
Yeah, I mean, and I think it actually goes the same with pace too for like forwards or wingers. If you might not be the fastest, but if you're really skilled in like maybe like passing,
exactly. Like think about Dwight McNeil. Okay, Casillas.
Oh, he's 6 foot on the dot.
And see, that's like he's pretty much like he's like a hair taller than David Raya. They're in the same situation.
He's 1.85 meters, which is technically 6'1". So the 6 foot up top is a little
off.
Yeah, 6 foot.
But he doesn't look like it. But he doesn't look well. At least looking on TV, he doesn't look 6 foot.
Because what is the goal is like 8 feet high, right?
Yeah.
So
I think that sounds right.
Yeah. So I just feel like it's just and the way that teams are getting so good now at set pieces, it's becoming even more crucial for And we were talking about Matt Sells, who got the Golden Glove with David Raya. He's a huge keeper, and Forrest was letting in tons of shots.
Mm-hmm.
And speaking of keepers, I wanted to get to Donnarumma from City. He's a big keeper, but every time I look at set pieces and stuff, he doesn't like command the area as I would expect.
That's the mental side of it for me. That's the mental side
too. I remember seeing him when he was at
PSG.
Or
AC Milan. AC Milan.
Mm-hmm. When he first started and he first broke onto the scene, I just remember thinking, God, he's massive, but he does not. I mean, he just looks weird commanding a box. It just does. I don't.
Right.
Because he doesn't like the contact. Like I said, that's mental, bro. Like you ever seen someone where you're like, oh, you big for nothing. Like he's really good at stopping shots. It's like
Right. Yeah.
see, he's got the reverse of what David Raya has. He thinks he's like a 6'1" keeper, and he's like, oh yeah, I'm Donnarumma. And I'm like, bro, you can literally get on your tippy toes and push that over the post. But he doesn't like when the forwards are bodying him when he jumps up. He doesn't like the contact.
And
Because
that's
go
different.
ahead.
It's different now than it was even 5 years ago. I mean, 5 years ago, you didn't see that type of crowding that you do now. I mean, that
sure.
for me was never anything that I grew up with. You didn't crowd, not to the extent that you do. You'd have a player on me, you could push them out of the way. But Arsenal just literally crowd 3 men around the goalkeeper.
Oh yeah.
So he cannot move.
It's insane. I love it. Did you see?
But the thing about Arsenal is that all of their players are massive.
That's what we did. We built that. We built that on purpose because we were too small.
And that's why they did. And I think we could go into a whole thing, but this is bullshit. That's so illegal. It's unreal. It's not even fair. And I get it. Expose what you can expose and get what you can get.
Exactly.
You have three men around the goalkeeper at all times, one in front, one behind, and one to the left. And that's why you get Gabriel.
Yes, and we get the overload, and then I love it.
And not only that,
the dark arts that we're doing.
Their backs are actually center backs. If you actually look at what they played before they got to Arsenal.
Oh yeah, all of our defenders can play center back and on the wing back. The only true center back we really have is Gabriel. If you really look at it, because Calafiori, center back, Timber, center back, Ben White, center back.
Like,
speaking of Ben White,
center backs playing backs.
When we played Tottenham in the dark arts, did you see him pull the goalkeeper's glove during the corners? Like, that's the Arsenal I'm talking about. I hate that we became soft. I hate that we became the team that was like. Now we're Arsenal. Like, we about to do whatever.
You guys do have grit.
That's what I'm talking about. I love when people are like, I hate that about y'all. I'm like, yes, good. Because
you guys have a lot of grit. You guys do have a lot.
That's what they used to say about United. Oh, Giggs just runs down the wing and crosses it. Oh, Rooney just scores. Yeah, but look at y'all winning titles. Oh, Roy Keane, we don't like him. He tackles hard and he's mean. Yeah, look what he did. He won titles.
I mean,
every time the Arsenal was good, we had players that they hated. Oh, Patrick Vieira is dirty. He tackles hard. That's what we needed because of Roy Keane. Oh, Henry only scores against this and that team. All right, now he's going to score against every team. Like, we needed that. If you're not hated in sports, unfortunately, then you're not. Look at Madrid, bro. Everyone hates y'all. Like, everyone hates Madrid, bro. So it is what it is.
It is, but I do think you guys. I think you guys are on the right track. Like, it's to be honest, from what I'm seeing so far in the season, it's hard for me. I don't even really like saying this, but it's hard for me to see you guys losing. It's hard for me to see you guys losing.
If you don't take the title.
Here's my thing. The only way I don't see us taking the title is if we have some sort of pandemic.
Of injuries?
No, like COVID or some craziness would have to happen because we are too deep. We are too good. I just saw a video of Gabriel Jesus back in his first training on his second day on the field. This man is looking great. Everyone's like, we forgot about you. Even if he doesn't play a single Premier League game, what he's going to do is boost the morale of everyone else. He's going to probably play Carling Cup or whatever, and that's going to be fine with him, because he literally just came back from injury 10 months ago. But at the end of the day, he's going to boost morale, and that's what we need because December is about to be the longest month for any Premier League team. And then who knows what January transfer some teams might do. People forget Newcastle are rich. They might go and buy a crazy player and then end up battling for fourth. United might get someone in January. You never know.
I mean, United are also looking good to be how they're playing. I see them, especially since they don't have you guys don't have European matches anymore. I see you guys. To be honest, if they keep this up, it's possible they can get in top. Maybe it's fourth.
Oh, I got all right. Fun question.
Fourth, fifth.
for both of y'all. Name a player that you would want your club to bring in January if it was just like a
Holland.
magical wish. Damn.
Holland.
Could you
That's
imagine?
it.
Already.
Okay.
That's it.
What about you? What about you? What about you, Josh?
For me, it'd have to be a midfielder.
Yeah.
I'd like to see
Like
Anderson.
Camavinga?
I'd like to see Camavinga. I'd take Camavinga. I'd take Wharton.
Yeah, he's a beast from Palace.
He
Oh my
is,
goodness.
man. Real Madrid are having an eye on him. Right?
Of course they do. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Water's wet. Real Madrid has
Water is wet. Real Madrid is on to good players.
But really, this is the first time that I've seen Real Madrid like really go after like English midfielders like this.
Well,
Yeah, La Liga's picking up on it again.
Yeah, I was about to say, and at the moment, some of the more tenacious CDM specifically is currently in the Premier League.
Right.
Stiller is another one I've got my eye on.
Yeah,
he's nice. He's a baller.
He
He's
reminds me a lot of Kroos, to be honest with you.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like he grew up watching them.
Yeah, absolutely, and not as fine tuned yet, but
it could get there.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, he still has time. He still has time. So yeah. But no, that guy's a baller. That guy's a baller. Yeah.
So I would take. I mean, we need a tenacious, good on the ball, distribute. I mean, again, I'm thinking Casemiro out. I'm thinking Bruno out.
Bruno out?
I would have taken the $100 million for Bruno this past summer. I was just dumbfounded why we didn't. I mean, he's not a center midfielder. He's definitely not a defensive center midfielder. And I understand what Amorim is doing. He's pushing him up higher, and we're covering the gap with Shaw, or when Martinez gets back, he'll push up into that position. Mm-hmm. And I'm fine with that, but those are stopgaps. Like, that's not the way the system's supposed to work. So, I want Casemiro gone, Bruno gone. I could go on, but I want two.
Basically, you're saying.
Six.
So basically, you're saying you want more of a deep line playmaker, basically.
Yes. Yeah.
Like a true ball winner.
Yeah, a true ball winner who can distribute and is quick. I mean, because you don't see a two mid system often at all.
That's true. No, not two pivots. Not two pivots. You don't really see two pivots like that. No.
And that's a lot of the reason why we get overrun at times, because Bruno's pushing up, playing right back, left back, center back, goalkeeper. He's also on the bench. He's coaching the team.
Calling coach. Yeah, he goes up and he's the sporting director.
These two, if you're going to have the two and play the pivot, they both got to be quick to cover the ground. They've both got to be tenacious in order to win the ball back, and they both got to be good with the distribution to pick up what we're going to leave from.
Because Arsenal play with two. You guys play with two pivots, to be honest with you.
Pretty
you guys
much.
Have Rice.
You guys have Rice and deeper, and then we play with a more free pivot.
One that crashes the box or something like that. Yeah. Because you got Rice and then you have
Zubimendi. Yeah.
So you have basically two. Yeah.
But they do have Eze who also forward.
Right.
He comes back. So I mean they have that.
Yeah, they play a very fluid system if you look at it, though. Honestly.
Agreed. I mean, they know who goes forward first, which is Eze or Odegaard, and
then Rice.
Rice comes up at that, and Zubimendi, when he can, gets involved.
Right. Yeah, because really Calafiori, he's playing every position. He's playing anywhere he wants. Calafiori gets to do anything he wants. I've never seen it before like that. I'm like, wow, this guy is
here's what I will say that is, to me, the key of the Arsenal cog at the moment, which has been drilled into Arsenal since Arteta got there, is first off, the unrelenting pressure when they lose the ball, much like Pep is known for. And number two, everybody gets back into position on defense. You don't have people that are you don't have a Salah who's staying up high because he don't want to come back, or a Rashford. You don't have that there. And that's what you need to be successful and have a quality defense, is everybody understands when we lose the ball, we pressure the shit out of it to get it back. And if we can't get it back, everybody
drops.
And
Everybody
that
dropped.
I'm telling you, that's the difference between the camaraderie and the mental side of it. Like I always say, it's truly mental. Like this Arsenal group is more tight knit than probably any team in the Premier League right now. We've had the same coach, the same players. Anyone that we've brought in new, and I don't know if they did this on purpose, but I wouldn't be surprised. But any player that we've brought in new has like 2 or 3 best friends already on the team. So it's like we bring in Zubamendi. He grew up with Mikel Moreno. He's played with Odegaard before. You know, he's like about to be the next Arteta. We bring in Eze. He knows every English player on the team. He wanted to be an Arsenal player. We bring in Madueke. He knows a bunch of English players. So even when we add to the system, it's like they just slot in perfectly. When look at United, it's probably going to be a couple seasons before Cunha and Mbembo, Sesko, and all these guys are right. But when they do, oh my goodness,
it's going to be nasty. It's going to be nasty.
That's going to be fun.
That's going to be,
and that's the thing. Arsenal already did that. We already gelled.
Mbembo is a baller. I cannot deny that about him.
Bro, I've been telling people that since he played with Ivan Toney, man.
Oh, my
I remember the first time I saw him. Look at him.
No, can't front. That guy is a.
You know he's younger. You know he's younger than Mbappe. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
How old is he?
25.
24.
Yeah,
but yeah,
Mbappe's
I saw
like
an
24.
Instagram thing, and they were talking.
Like
they showed Mbembo with hair, and they were like, "Isn't it funny? This guy is younger than Mbappe."
26.
I was like, "No way!"
Yeah, Mbappe's 26, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's 26.
Actually, just turned 26 in August.
Yeah.
Oh, you see?
Jeez. And Mbappe will turn 27 next month.
And
speaking of Mbappe, about to be old, bro.
Speaking of Mbappe, and speaking of that Real Madrid team, I like how, because Xabi Alonso has instilled that type of press the ball, you know, constantly. You can't get back and defend.
His best years were in the Premier League. That's why he coaches that way.
And he played under Pep when he was in Bayern.
Yeah, and he played under
Jose Mourinho.
The other who was the coach at Liverpool?
Rafa Benitez.
Yeah, they all play that crazy press style, like
right. But our issue is, I don't think our attack is as fluid as it needs to be.
That's because, like I said, bro, the camaraderie, man. Too many egos.
Selfish players on the team, though.
Exactly.
To be honest with you,
Arsenal
I will say that
very well is getting rid of those selfish players that don't buy into the system.
Guys, one thing I'll tell you though, the only selfish player for Real Madrid right now that I look at is really Vinny. Vinny. Mbappe has not. Everybody talks about Mbappe being selfish. He hasn't been selfish. He gives he could have had a hat trick this weekend.
Yeah, Mbappe plays a total ball style. I'll give him that. He'll do a skill move when it's time. He'll pass when it's time. He'll run in behind when it's time.
It's to be honest,
at least for club. Because I love my favorite version of Mbappe is for France, because he goes Super Saiyan and he turns into he's just like, give me the ball, I got this. If he played like that for Madrid, it's like he's the opposite of Messi. Like Messi would turn up for Barca, then go to Argentina and be like, dang, it's not working the same.
But the difference I would say is the people that he has behind him. You have Saliba behind him. You have Konate behind him.
And that World Cup when he had Pogba. People forget that Pogba and Conte was just like, yo, Mbappe, we got you.
all Pogba had to do was get the ball from his half and long ball that thing to the other half, and Mbappe's right
now. That was it.
I want to see what it turns into when he loses his pace, though. I think that's
my issue. That's what I'm scared.
That's going to be fun to see. That's going to be fun to see.
Because he's not like a Messi or Ronaldo dribbler. No, like he can dribble, but he's not those type of dribblers.
I don't think he's that good of a dribbler. I think he just has some skill moves in his pockets,
and he's got that 99 pace behind it.
Yeah. Right,
and that's what I'm saying. He loses that pace. I don't know how good of a player he's really going to be. You're going to start
Yeah.
to see some of those cracks, like his shooting, like his dribbling, like his passing, that are iffy,
Well, now
to
his
say the
shooting
least.
is
At times.
he
Gotten
has
better.
good shooting. Yeah, he
It's
has
gotten
good
better.
shooting now.
If I'm Mbappe, I'm becoming a free kick master. So that, like, when I lose my pace, I'm known for that. Like, hey, people are gonna be like, "Oh, we got a free kick. Go ahead, Mbappe," because
You got
he's gonna be
good
the face
kicks.
of Madrid and France for a while.
Yeah, I mean he's 26, so I think he still has a good at
He's got
least
another World Cup in
6
him after
years.
this one next year. So
Yeah, I think he still has 6 years to go. Like he has another
yeah,
6 years before he really
definitely.
starts to depreciate.
I
Yeah.
You
mean,
know,
but the speed could go by the time he's 29.
You know what Mbappe needs? If he does lose his speed, he needs the tactics and formations to go back to a two striker system.
mm,
Mbappe, if he played in a 4-4-2 or like anything with two strikers, I miss those days because then you could have a slow striker and he'd still do well because he was good at shooting or good in the air, and you kind of balance it
and
with a faster
it's a lot
striker.
easier to do like a 1-2 with that supporting
Yeah,
striker.
yeah,
Boom, boom,
you
and you're
know,
behind the
because unless
defense.
you're built like Holland, playing single striker is never going to be
Yeah,
easy unless you're big, fast, strong, you know. I would hate to see what
that's
happens
true.
to City if Holland gets an injury or a
Oh, it's over.
suspension. It's
Oh, it's
over for
over.
them.
It's over. Because I think they said, and the fact that Holland only needs like they say like every 3 touches he scores a goal or
Yeah,
something
he's
weird like that.
crazy, man.
I mean,
He's literally like a video game character. Like someone
yeah,
created a player.
yeah. I mean, because every time I watched the match they played against Dortmund, and the way he just ran right by the defenders, and even if you're able to keep up with him, that dude's strength to just keep you away from the ball or off the ball is ridiculous. And he's what, like 6'4"?
And that's what I love about this game because it's
You
like,
say he's what?
6'5".
Oh, six
yeah,
five.
see, bro. Imagine if he had ball skill, what he would be. It's like every time we get a
You know
player
who
that's
he'll be? No, you
almost
know who he'll
perfect,
be? You know who
he'd
he'll
be
be?
he'd be Ronaldo if he had the.
He'll be Zlatan.
Oh well, yeah, because a prime Zlatan was insanely really fast. People forget how fast a young Zlatan was when he was at Juventus and
And he could dribble.
Powerful.
first
Yeah.
years at PSG.
Yes, and he could dribble too.
Yeah, his skills are unbelievable. But he grew up in that time period where skills were what everyone cared about.
That's true. That's
Yeah,
true. That's true. But
he's one of
um,
one as well, though. We'll never see anything like
yeah,
that
I don't think
again.
we'll ever see another Zlatan. I don't
No,
think we'll ever see another
no.
Zlatan. I think there are certain players. I think there are certain players that they come once and then that's it.
Yep.
Like, do you think we're going to see another Brazilian Ronaldo?
No.
I think at some point in time you're going to see something like it. There'll never be one just like it, of course, but
Yeah.
I mean,
Because of the circumstances,
yeah, I mean, there's
it's
just
not going
so
to be
many
someone that's
people.
growing up like that.
Yeah,
You'd have
Yeah.
to be the same height, the same weight, because Ronaldo was
Love the
6'2", bro.
man.
This dude's a beast. He was a beast.
And when he got to Real Madrid, he was fat.
Yeah,
And
and
he
he
was
was still
still balling.
scoring,
He
still
was still
nutmegging
balling.
people.
Everything else in between. So
And he grew up playing in sand, and that changes your
That's true.
your biometrics. That changes
The way
your
you
sprint
live, the way
speed.
you live does.
Right. So for us to see another Brazilian of that level, we might see the skill, but unless they did exactly what he did, it's going to be tough, man.
Yeah.
Because
I
everyone
mean,
was
I
like,
think we talked
Mbappe's
about
the
it.
next Henri, and it's like, is he though?
No,
I don't know.
no.
That's a different level of skill.
Yeah.
Henri was a magician, bro.
People even say that Mbappe is faster than Henry, and I'm like, nah. If you say
Nah,
that, you never watched Henry.
nah,
That Henry looks when Henry runs, his feet don't look like it's touching the ground,
nah, bro.
no,
It's looking like Sonic the Hedgehog or something, bro.
bro. I
It
will
looked like he was
still,
running
I will never.
downhill.
I always bring this up when I talk to people. I was like, I still remember when Henry went against Real Madrid in Champions League, and he just outran He
nasty.
took the ball from his own half and outran our whole team, and then scored. I was like, yeah, we're not winning.
What used to really get me is when they would show the replay and you see his face and it's like is he not even trying his hardest though? Like what
Never.
would it be like? What would it be like if he was angry and was like, like when you run hard, you're like, ah, like he's literally like just running by them, like, is he breathing? Like that was what really used to get at me because like the Liverpool goal, the one against Tottenham, it's like he's not even. You see everyone else's face, you see the defenders' faces, and they're like ah, and they're gassed, and they're like. You can see they're exerting all of their energy, and then he's just
and mind you, he was strong as hell
yeah,
too.
nah, he was, and that's what I mean,
really
bro.
strong.
Athletes back then were just built different because they grew up different. Like he had a lot of the attributes you need to be an athlete in any sport, bro. He could have been in the NBA if that was his passion.
Because Henry was what, like 6 foot, 6'1"?
He was like 6'3", almost 6'3".
6'3". Okay.
Yeah.
So I mean, but you're right. I think
guy.
we're not like I think we talked about it last time. We're not going to see any more of those fancy Brazilian, like the Brazilians. We're not going to see
like
those.
Rubinho, Denilson. Those players who are just so skilled that.
You remember Juninho?
Yeah, of course.
That free kick master. I was like,
yeah,
you're not going to see
that again.
You're not going to see those players anymore. No. Because, like you guys said, it's the way that you're brought up. Like when you have that hunger to you want to get your family out of poverty.
It's different.
You're going to do that. Yeah, you're going to do that. Now, with how the world is today, a lot of players have a lot of privilege. A lot of players have a lot of privilege. So it's like
there's more options. There's more options besides playing ball for them now. So, and that's what it is. Before there was only ball or the gangs.
Exactly. So I think those Brazilians are over. I think the closest person we have to those Brazilians, to be honest, just from looking at them, looking how they play, is that Savinho guy for
Man City.
He looks like he has some like that. He looks like he has like that salsa flair to him.
And Estavio from Chelsea, man, he's nice.
Yeah, I like Estavio.
He's nice too.
Yeah.
He's nice.
Cunha's got it as well. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, I can see that.
There's a lot of times where, but I've always said that.
Favelas, man.
When he was at Atletico Madrid, I saw it. When he was in Germany, I think I saw it. He's always had that, but like even now, he'll be playing for United and he does something, and I'm just like, bro, what? I'm like, hold up, how did he? Wait, what? It's just that Brazilian magic.
It's the power too, dude. The low center of gravity. I mean, he's just give the ball to my feet. Let me make a 60-yard run. And let's see what happens.
And it's the imagination. When imagination meets ambition, that's what Brazilians have. They're like, wait a minute, I bet if I could do a nutmeg right here and then a 1-2 and then, flick it around, like other players are like thinking tactically and they're just trying to solve the problem that's right in front of them.
I really do think like the players that really are able to do stuff like that, I really think that they just enter like a matrix where everything just slows down. And then they just 100%. Like when you see Messi do those, like when you see Messi run through everybody and stuff like that, it's like
he couldn't remember it 5 minutes later. It's all in the moment. It's all reaction, and it definitely slows down.
Yeah, 100%.
It's crazy.
100%.
And I'm sure those top echelon type of players like a Messi and things like that, and even when Ronaldo was a winger, like you work on those things, and you can. There's so many little nuances that they probably recognize from the millions of hours that they've played and practiced.
Yeah.
Body language and positioning, and okay, I know if I do this, he's going to bite. And that's the other thing too. When we go back to like one of my favorite examples, Ashley Cole doing the split.
Yeah.
You have to respect the feint because that was always the craziest thing for me about basketball and the crossover. You have to honor the crossover because
or else he's gonna go.
Yeah. Then you have to honor the first move before you can honor the second, because if he does, then you're taken out of the game from the first thing that you should have done. So it's the same instance in the same situation.
And then it's like, if you don't commit on that first move, it's like your teammates are gonna be mad at you. Your coach is gonna be like, "Yo, pressure, defend." So then, of course, you're gonna bite.
Yeah.
And everyone knows that if you're a fast player and I don't bite when you bite, then you're gonna toast me. That's why Ashley Cole did the splits, because Ashley Cole is like, I'm fast, he's fast. I got to be ready to go when he's ready to go. And he ended up doing one of the most iconic, moves of all, because if you look at that, bro, that's a 3-year-old move. I step over the ball, I'm going the other way. It's not like he did some Ronaldinho elastico nutmeg. He literally stepped over and went the other way. But because he sold it so perfectly, it sent him to the shop, bro. Like I said, man.
Yeah.
We're not going to see that anymore. Nowadays, if you do a move like that and it doesn't work, the coach is, you're looked at
you're done for.
And there's just so little taking people on these days, too. I mean, that's big in the noughties and the early 2000s.
Exactly. And that's why players that do take on players, they're like, oh my gosh, they're so amazing and special. And I'm like, granted, that is true, but it's just that you should say they're brave. You should say they have confidence, because I promise you, any professional winger can do what any other winger is doing if they have freedom. If you take who's a winger from United that's like really like a top level one, because I don't want to say Rodrigo and Madrid players because y'all are just free.
No, I was actually just going to say Grealish before Grealish got to City.
Yeah, see, that's a perfect example. That's a perfect example. Like when you have freedom. And look at what he's doing now. That's why Everton's doing all right, because they're giving their players the freedom to do what they want.
Yeah, absolutely.
But hey, I think we've come to the end of the show.
Hey.
Thanks for nothing, Steph.
Yeah, let me say something about Steph.
Go ahead.
Let me see here. We're top of the league.
Hey.
Y'all take it easy, boys.
You too, man. Be safe.
Good show, y'all. Take it easy.